Rant and Rave, Issue 1, Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech tonight at Bobby Dodd in Atlanta. A Thursday night game. Virginia Tech's coach is getting ready to retire. He kind of invented Thursday night football. I think they'll be kind of up for this game, but Georgia Tech's got to win this, don't they, Tucker? I mean, they had a bad game last time out, and they got to win it, don't they?
For some reason, Georgia Tech can't get it done on the road. Good thing is it's home tonight.
Yep.
I think that the Yellow Jackets use that home crowd. Maybe half the stadium will be there, maybe not, whatever.
Probably not.
I think they'll get their first win ever, and you know it will be their first ever Thursday night win over Virginia Tech if they do it.
They've had trouble with Virginia Tech, no doubt. All right, Issue 2. Well, it's that time of year where my team goes up against Tucker's team, Georgia and Auburn. Tucker?
I'm taking Auburn. I mean, you can say I'm an Auburn fan, and that's why I'm taking them. I don't know, you may take Auburn. We'll wait and see. But Auburn's running game is really coming on. They really surprised me last week at Texas A&M, holding them to about 300 yards on the road at night. And plus, Jeremy Johnson showed up. If we see good Jeremy Saturday, Auburn wins. If not, Georgia may have a chance. But I think Auburn's got the edge at home. Running game's clicking. Jeremy Johnson. I think Duke Williams leaving is good for Auburn, first of all. Yeah. And the passing game has really found a little tick since he left.
I think you're right. I don't see how Georgia can win this football game. I think Auburn is clicking at the right time. I was worried 6 weeks ago that they would do this and that everything would kind of come together for them. The injury to Sean White to allow Johnson back in the lineup has helped because he played well last week. They better not touch him. They better leave him alone. And maybe he's doing what we thought he was going to do at the beginning of the year. But for Georgia's side, I just don't see how they could win. They have no quarterback. They're going to use 4 different people, maybe 5. That's a dumpster fire. And if Auburn's taking care of their dumpster fire, they're probably going to win on Saturday night. So we will see about that. All right, next topic. We have Alabama, Mississippi State. Big game in the SEC. Now, look, I'm not going to be foolish enough to say that Mississippi State's going to win this ball game, but I am anxious to see this game, Tucker, because this is going to be a test for Alabama. Dak Prescott is very, very good, and to me, this could be a precursor to what they see against Clemson if they face the Tigers down the road in the Final Four, because Prescott's kind of like Deshaun Watson, so I'm anxious to see this game, but Alabama will win it. They better win this, even though it's at Mississippi State. If
you look at recent years, the week after the LSU game, they talk about how physical it is. Alabama kind of comes out flat in their next game, and usually that's against Mississippi State, and they always beat Mississippi State, it seems like, but it's always within a touchdown, maybe a little less. One year it was against Texas A&M, and they lost, so yeah, I think we're in for a good game Saturday. I'm not taking Mississippi State to win, but I think it's a good game until Derrick Henry takes over in the fourth quarter.
Finally, Georgia Southern at Troy. Tucker, the Troy grad. You go first.
First of all, I'll start. Georgia Southern will win the game, but you have to look out for Troy. You know, Troy beat ULM last week by a bigger margin than Georgia beat ULM. I'll just throw that out there.
Great, thanks a lot for that.
Also, Troy took App State to triple overtime on the road a few weeks ago. I think, like Auburn, Troy is clicking under their new coach as the season gets later on, and I think the Trojans will give the Eagles a good game, but I don't see them slowing down that running game.
I think you're right. I think Georgia Southern's running game is too much for them. Matt Breida is really good, so expect Georgia Southern to win it. All right, big football weekend. It starts tonight with Georgia Tech. We'll be with you on Friday for high school football. The playoffs start all over Middle Georgia. We'll see you around 11:13.